Welcome back. So there has been mixed reaction to the announcement of Kenny Kunene as Patriotic Alliance's Johannesburg mayoral candidate. Kunene was suspended as party deputy president after he resigned as its councillor in the metro after questions were raised about his alleged ties with suspected underworld figure Katiso Molefe. Patriotic Alliance's spokesperson, Mr. Steve Motale, joins us for more on this. Mr. Motale, a good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Maybe just the background here, how it was that the party came to that decision that your deputy president would be the mayoral candidate for Joburg next year.
Good evening to you and good evening to your viewers. Let me just correct one thing. The announcement that Deputy President Kenny Kunene would be the PA's candidate for the city of Joburg is not something that was announced as new yesterday. It was announced several months ago, long before the unfortunate events of the 21st of July. So what President Gayton Mackenzie was doing yesterday was to confirm him and to make a few changes to other mayoral candidates as well. So it's not a new announcement. He has been the PA's Joburg mayoral candidate for several months now.
The incident on the day of the arrest of Katiso Molefe, if that has not brought about some discourse in the party about Kunene's appropriateness?
Yeah, like I indicated to you, when President Mackenzie announced the removal temporarily of Deputy President Kenny Kunene, he made it quite clear that we believe in his innocence. That is still our position, even today. We are confident that the inquiry will clear him. And of course, we appointed an external reputable firm of lawyers because we wanted the deputy president to clear himself so that when he comes back, he doesn't have any dark cloud hanging over his head. So we are confident that the outcome of this investigation will clear him. But in an unlikely event of there being an adverse finding against him, Mr. Kunene won't even wait for the party to make a pronouncement on that. He will voluntarily relinquish his positions in the party and his candidacy for the city of Joburg mayoral candidate.
Just for clarity, at the moment, Kenny Kunene, his activities within the party, what are they looking like? Because the last we certainly have is that he remains suspended from the party activities. So maybe clarify that. Just how is he partaking in party activities at the moment? Okay.
Mr. Kunene resigned as councillor in the city of Joburg. He resigned as MMC for roads of transport in the city of Joburg. And he is currently not taking part in any party activity. The confirmation of him by President that he is our mayoral candidate does not mean that he's going to campaign. For him to take part in any party activity, we'll have to wait for the next few days for the inquiry results to be announced, after which he will resume his party activities as deputy president of the party.
So he is not partaking...
But at the moment...
So he is not...
At the moment, he is not. Yes, he's not taking part in any party activities.
He takes
We had an NEC meeting last night. He was not part of it, where major decisions were made, where provincial structures were announced. He was not part of that meeting.
And yet he is still the mayoral candidate. So when you speak to party members and you say, as you hit the ground running, how do they, as they go, into a community in a house-to-house effort, how do they answer the question of why Kenny Kunene is the mayoral candidate when he isn't available for those activities and yet has this massive cloud over his head? So what do you say to your members when they speak to the electorate?
I have said to you that his campaign for mayorship of Joburg will kick off once he's cleared. At the moment, that campaign is frozen.
Okay.
It's just the name that has been announced.
All right. Once that investigation then does bring you some results, and it does paint the Deputy President in a bad light. What is the next step for the Patriotic Alliance where candidates for Joburg then are concerned?
Yeah, listen, there is no talent deficiency in the PA. The PA is packed with people who are very, very talented. We won't battle to find a replacement. But like I told you, we are confident that he will be cleared. And in case there are adverse findings against him, of course, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
All right. I'm going to ask you one last question. We know that you've also, as a party, named Liam Jacobs as a mayoral candidate for Cape Town. So I want to sit with the two names, Liam Jacobs, Kenny Kunene, from a party perspective. What do you think the two candidates bring in a skill set, for instance, in some of their characteristics to that particular role, and what you think they'd contribute? So give me that.
Yeah, with Deputy President Kenny Kunene, I mean, his track record as MMC for roads and transport in the city of Joburg speaks for itself. He has been there, he has delivered, he doesn't have to gloat about his work speaks for itself. As for Mr. Liam Jacobs, he's got a huge following amongst the youth. Now, if we did our own research and we found that there's a huge voter apathy amongst young people. Now, our choice of him to lead our campaign in the city of Cape Town is based really on his ability to draw a lot of young people. Young people, voter apathy, we found out that it emanates from the fact that, look at the three biggest parties in South Africa and look at their leadership. Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, ANC president, is in his 70s. The official opposition, DA. I mean, you have Helen Zille, who's well in her 70s. Then you have MK. Mr. Jacob Zuma is well in his 80s. Now, young people have this issue that, you know what, we want to vote, but we cannot be voting for people who are not representing us. We cannot vote for people who are not resonating with our age. So we want to appeal to the young people, hence our choice of Liam Jacobs, who's got a huge following amongst the youth.
Okay. Well, we appreciate your time, Mr. Motale. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Mr. Steve Motale, the spokesperson for the Patriotic Alliance. We'll get reaction to those news, of course, so that Liam Jacobs is said to be the mayoral candidate in Cape Town for the Patriotic Alliance, and Kenny Kunene still holding on to that candidacy for mayoral candidate in Johannesburg. Stay with us.